Hello, hi, this is DJ S.P.Y.
And I'm MC LOWQUI.
And you're listening to The Bass Island.
And BITTE TV.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yes, I'm here in Milan with S.P.Y and MC LOWQUI. Welcome to Milan, guys.
Hello, hi.
Okay, S.P.Y, first of all, I know that you've been playing in many festivals over the summer. How was it?
It was really, really good. Like played in some really, really amazing festivals. Like a lot of people, amazing production. Was really, really good. Had like an amazing time.
Do you often go and play back in Brazil, or how's the scene over there?
Well, the scene, like they were like a kind of like a big scene, maybe like about 5 years ago. Now it's a bit smaller, but it's still kind of like really good. And I go maybe like every 2 years to Brazil and do like South America and Brazil and Argentina, Chile, and plays around.
I see.
Yep.
I read that you've been listening to a lot of garage lately, which also inspired your latest remix for Coming Crooked. So is your production going to go more, like, further into that direction?
No, I don't think so. I think, like, for the Coming Crooked remix was a really special thing, you know? Like, I was listening to a lot of, like, garage. I always, used to listen to garage anyway, but I think I just tried to do, like, something different. I didn't want to sort of, like, jump and do the same formula that everyone is doing. So I decided to sort of, like, you know what, I'm going to give this a try and see what happens, because I don't want to be a producer that is locked into just one style. But this doesn't mean that I'm going to change my whole production to garagey, drum and bass. But of course, if I feel like doing one track, I would do it. But I think like it's all down to sort of like experiment and put yourself to, take like new challenges and see, what happened. Like the reaction for the remix being like great so far. And it was just something that I did just to see if it worked. Just because, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a try just to see how it sounds. And I don't know, so far, so good. Yes.
Lovely. And I just saw on your Twitter that you posted a picture saying, I love these headphones. So which headphones are they? And on the topic, talk us through your studio gear and your studio setup.
Oh, this is a pair of headphones that got sponsored by Audis. It's an American company. And they do this amazing headphones. It's Audis LCD2. And it's a really, really flat-sounding headphone. This is amazing for you to sort of like pick all the problems of like, when you produce a track in a normal headphone or you produce like on your studio speakers, this headphones is for the final touch that you can kind of like go and listen and hear everything, all the details of the music. And once you fix the problems on this headphone, everywhere else will sound amazing. So it was really, really good. I was really lucky to be approached by the company and get to be given those headphones to try, and it's literally like changing my whole production level. Like it's really, really good. And my studio setup is really like simple as well, like I work on Mac, Ableton Live, I got a pair of Adam monitors, a lot of like analog synths because I collect an old school, vintage like analog synths, and I don't know, it's just kind of like really basic, really.
And what are you working on at the moment? Is the album almost done?
Yeah, I've been producing like my album. I did about, I don't know, ideas, there's like loads, but finished tracks I have about like 23 tracks.
Cool.
And I'm still kind of like fine tune, and I don't know, like I'm still kind of like choosing what I'm gonna do for the second album, because the first album, it's already like in the past and it's done, and the style was kind of like Vert style. And I'm kind of like thinking if it's a good idea right now to sort of like just go back to my old self and do like more like techie and kind of like go back to my old school sounds. So I'm still sort of like playing around. I have like some tracks finished, so I don't know. But yeah, the next big project is the album.
What music do you listen to during the day? That's not drum and bass, or do you listen to something different?
I listen to a lot of house, as you say, like garage. I listen to a lot of like soundtracks on films. I love like soundtrack, film scores, and classic music. I listen to like a lot of stuff, especially like if it's film scores for films. I like to listen.
Right. Now back to MC LOWQUI. You're a very versatile MC. So my question is, what are the main things that change according to the DJ set?
Well, really what I do is all about energy exchange. So I take the energy that the producer and the DJ has put into the music and translate that to the crowd, and then take the energy from the crowd back and pass it back to the DJ. So some DJs want to go really hyper at certain points of the set, and others want to go deep and rolling. So working with Carlos, he's got a great combination of keeping it really deep and underground, and then reaching this euphoric peak. And so I just need to sit there and roll and try and follow that and help that along. There's certain times when the music needs more support, and there's times when the music is so good it needs nothing to be said. So I guess my job is to try and work out what happens when and go with the flow. But mainly I'm on stage having fun. I love drum and bass, so I don't work with anyone that I don't like music-wise. I only work with music that I love. And that makes my role really easy. I stand there, I have fun, I listen to good music, I'm partying with nice people, and it's easy.
And from the audience point of view, what's the best thing for an MC to expect from the audience?
I just want an audience to have an open mind, really, because I don't always know what music's going to come next. So why should the audience? So last night, for example, Carlos started with a tune I've never heard before, and that was great. It's like, this is brilliant. And then, you know, there's new tunes.
Like a lot of tunes.
Well, there was a lot, but I was just using that as a point. The last tune was new as well. So yeah, so at one point there's this guy going, "Oh, can you ask him to play By Your Side?" And it's like, we're not doing karaoke here, right? You don't have to ask. Just wait and see what happens. Yeah. And I don't know if he's going to play it or not. So a crowd with an open mind really is the best thing, because they can just see what happens, you know, and just enjoy the moment and just have fun. So on the same note, though, put your mobile phones away when you're in the club.
Oh, yes.
All these people standing there filming stuff. No. Absolutely. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Even though this is being filmed on a mobile phone.
Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great show tonight.
Wicked.
Thank you very much. Cheers.